Hello! Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Theme Park Talk Live. There we go. All right, we can all do it together. Why not? You can see we have a third person here. We have our roommate Jonathan, who is like, sorry, let me just hit you. It's like the voice of reason, I guess, between both of us. But yeah, he's been on this. He helped out last, 2 weeks ago, I believe, when you had to work. And now he's here because he's knowledgeable. He knows a lot more stuff than we do. So he decided, why not? Why not get him on the table?
At the table.
At the table. What did I say?
On the table.
On the table.
Either one. I mean, we're on it. I don't know.
We got our arms resting.
Yeah. But we have so much to talk about from Star Wars to St. Patrick's Day at Disney Springs. So a lot of things to come up and a lot of things to chat about.
Let's do it. So
let's start this show. All right. Hello, Undertaker Punk.
Hello, Undertaker Punk.
MH Bauer 94, Parker, Jenny. Welcome. Hello.
Undertaker Punk says the Three Musketeers are here.
That's right. That's what we are. Like we said, we have a lot of topics to cover. So, like always, feel free to chime in because you are our co-hosts as well. So let us know if you know facts, fun facts as well. Let us know. Comment down below. Give this video a like so it gets seen by more people. Yes. And let's go ahead. Let's start this wonderful Theme Park Talk Live.
Alrighty, so the first bit of news is coming from Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. So according to permits filed on March 5th of this past week, Disney is looking to conduct a geotechnical investigation to assess the suitability of subsurface soils, which basically, in layman's terms, means they're looking to check areas of the resort, specifically the former home of River Country, to see if it is suitable to build upon. There have been some blueprints drafted up, mysteriously titled Project 89.
Oh, this is looking.
So maybe to make way for a DVC resort. There have been talks about building some cabins similar to what's at Wilderness Lodge for DVC, or maybe another tower resort like a Bay Lake Tower. But there has been nothing filed other than these permits just to do soil and stability tests. But all the vlogs are kind of out there chiming in.
Something's coming.
Something good.
Not
something good.
But it's not going to be a water park. We know that.
No, it's not going to be a water park.
No.
I think it's going to be DVC.
Yeah.
Definitely DVC. That's
been their focus lately.
Their
when
focus.
It comes to these resort expansions, it's always DVC. That's money for them. It's a hot commodity. It's very hot.
Hey, Mike's here.
Hey, Mike.
Mike Kerrigan.
Yes.
I wish we had a table big enough for everyone to sit here so we can all chat. That'd be really cool.
I'm a small Disney World fan. Hello. Manny. Hello. But yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting. I think that it's going to be sad for those hardcore Walt Disney World fans because it's, I almost called it Typhoon Lagoon. Oh my gosh.
River Country.
River Country is such a classic and kind of like a destination in its own still. It's like,
those
you
urban
can still
explorers.
see. Yeah.
Those urban explorers love it. And some have gotten in some big trouble with it with Disney. And recently more have, they follow the rules, and Disney definitely has put a lot more security. But I mean, for a long time, there was hardly any fences over there, and the fences you could see through and easily get through, and people were all about exploring the abandoned water park, which, I mean, it looked like an abandoned water park. It wasn't bulldozed.
I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like this anymore.
Look at that.
But look how gorgeous that is.
That's crazy.
Back in the day.
That was it. Before Typhoon Lagoon, before Blizzard Beach, you'd go to River Country.
That's
and
right.
Wet n Wild.
And Wet n Wild.
I don't know about you guys, but the last time we had Trails and Breakfast, which is amazing, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Definitely do that.
Amazing. And we took a little kind of looky-loo through the fence. It looked terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, that was the nastiest, funkiest color water I'd seen in my entire life. Things swimming around in there. And there were still little floating tubes every which way.
So they had a giant. So for those of you who didn't know, they had a giant swimming hole in a pool.
Here, I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, thank you. So that not the actual like body of water it's connected to Bay Lake.
It's
but
the blue,
the blue
the
that looks like
bright blue at the top of your screen.
That actually sat abandoned for a number of years, up until I think last year or 2 years ago, where they finally filled it in, and it was abandoned and just left there full of dirty, mucky water. That is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which of course causes all kinds of issues because mosquitoes can carry diseases. So for safety, they went ahead and filled that in. So, but the slide, parts of the slides are still there, and you can kind of see they've just naturally broken off, and it's really weird. It's spooky.
And River Country was open from 1976 to 2002.
It's crazy.
Gee, 2002.
That seems like it
That
doesn't seem that long ago.
It doesn't seem that long ago, 2002, but
High
it
school
is.
for some of us and elementary school for others of us.
Undertaker Punk says DVC seems like timeshares.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
It's a different way.
It is.
A lot of people have followed that. A lot of people have followed Disney's take on timeshare ownership, and a lot of other companies that now do that, and especially in the Orlando area, are doing the point system versus purchasing weeks and actual time at certain locations, at the same location. With Disney Vacation Club, you can go to different hotels all around the world and use a point system, which is interesting.
Undertaker Punk also said apparently the music was still playing in one of the Urban Explorer videos.
Oh, it was.
Was it really?
Yes, it was. I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Adam or if it was Jake from Brightson Films. Because
Jake goes, what does he go?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Jake here.
No, my name's Jake.
My name's Jake. I love
Welcome to another episode of Abandoned.
I love those videos. I love those videos.
Yeah.
Rand says there are some great videos on YouTube exploring the abandoned river country. Yeah, there are, and that's what I love, and I think that's what I meant when I said that it's like almost like a destination. Still, people want to come and explore it and see what was there, and now that it's going to be all.
It was interesting. Did one of you go there ever? No, you never. I never did either. So
never.
I think it's so interesting because it wasn't like a park you could just drive up to. You could park at Wilderness Campground, take the shuttles back to the what's it called by I think Trading Post or where Trails End is located.
Oh yeah.
And then you would walk to like
settlement.
this little turnstile, the settlement. Yeah. So you take the transportation. It was a trek to get back there, but it kind of made it cool because it's inclusive. It's back there. You can't just walk up to it or drive up to it. But it was a very interesting concept. But of course, it was just outdated, obviously.
Jenny, why won't they make it a water park again? I know.
I don't know. They need to focus on getting Blizzard Beach. It needs some help.
Manny, are there alligators living there? I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt
Manny,
it.
it's Florida. There are alligators everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's not like we see them everywhere, though. We don't drive down the street and see them. Like some folks have told me, like, don't you see them like every? And I'm like, no, we don't see them every day. But they're in large bodies of water. That's for sure. Did any of you ever go there? And did
did any of you ever get to experience it in real life?
Or even like Bay Lake itself, because they used to let people go out there and swim in the lake. You could rent all kinds of different watercrafts, do skiing and things like that. I think they still do the, what do you call it, where you parasailing, where you go on the, so they still do that.
Sammy Duvall water sports.
But, and you can take the little mouse boats.
Sammy Duvall water sports.
That reminds me of, what's her name, Duvall? The actress. From The Shining, Shelley Duvall. That's what that reminded me of. Sorry.
Okay. And then also Discovery Island, too, right?
Oh,
that's still
Discovery
sitting kind of
Island.
vacant with nothing going on. But DVC makes the most sense because Wilderness Lodge just got the DVC upgrades on top of the one they already had. Then Caribbean Beach is getting the expansion. Coronado Springs. I think it makes the most
Everyone's
sense.
getting expansion. Yep. You're getting expansion. You're getting expansion, and you're getting expansion.
But you can still stay in those, like the DVC, like cabins things. Even if you're not DVC, you just have to pay a hefty price.
DVC just gets priority when it comes to booking.
Okay.
So, for example, like at I always want to say Sarasota, at Saratoga Springs, the treehouse is. If you are a regular paying guest, it is very rare you will ever be able to get a treehouse villa because those will go to the leaseholders or the shareholders of that resort first to book, and then the rest of DVC to book, and then open to the general public.
So crazy.
The more you know.
And those treehouse villas were abandoned for some time, and they like revamped them, and they're really popular now.
They were college housing for a hot second.
Oh,
too.
really?
They were college housing?
They were college housing, like pre or post hurricane.
For the college program that
yes.
people work on.
Yes.
The treehouse villas.
Yes.
That's cool.
No, not
That's
post,
the only
not
way you
post
can get
hurricane. No, it's not cool.
Oh.
You're going to take me in the prime of my life and put me in a post-apocalyptic treehouse.
Oh my god.
Okay. So we are getting some questions though.
Yes, go ahead.
So Undertaker Punk says Blizzard Beach needs some beauty sleep. That is true. And then Jacob, you're not late at all. He's just joining us.
Oh yes,
we just started.
6:30.
Don't worry.
6:30.
So Manny asks, "What is your favorite water park?" Mine is Volcano Bay. Before that, it was Typhoon Lagoon. I just love the theming of both those parks.
I really enjoy Volcano Bay, and then Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
John.
The jury's out. I still have to go to Volcano Bay.
I know we're taking him to Volcano.
We're going
Bay.
this month, y'all.
Yeah.
We're going this month.
I think is Typhoon down for refurb or something? Because I think the wave pool is drained right now. Really? I saw aerial footage today. One of the water park pools is... Of course, I think all the water parks are closed due to the weather right now.
It is cold in Florida, y'all. Again.
It's chilly. It's chilly.
I mean, not like 20s cold.
When it comes to water parks, Disney does have an advantage where they have two parks. So when they want to do some refurb on it, like let's say Blizzard Beach, they close that one and keep Typhoon open and vice versa. But of course, you expect them to actually do some major refurbs because when they open back up, they look the same. But Universal doesn't have that option right now. It's just that the Volcano Bay has to stay open year-round. Of course, they do close when there are reports that it's going to be really cold. But for the most part, they don't have a day. They can just take a whole day or time period to do refurbs if they wanted to. So we'll see how that's going to work out in the years to come with Volcano Bay and how it looks.
Yeah.
Where's some comments coming?
Parker said you can still do parasailing, sea rays, and pontoons on Bay Lake. Right, because the Trackers just did that.
They just recently did that. It looks so good, and it's pretty cheap.
I know.
It's more economical than I thought.
Yeah. Mrs. Walt Disney World fan said, I might have gone back in the day, but I don't remember. Mrs. Walt Disney World fan, how do you not remember? I'm just joking. No. I wish I would have gone, honestly.
It must not have been that memorable, though. I mean...
Ross says, Volcano Bay looks so much better than any of the Disney water parks.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Hi, Don from NYC.
Oh, hey. How are you, Don?
Rand says, I wish they would do a moderate DVC property. The current buy-in is too rich for me.
I'm wondering if Caribbean Beach is going to be the first moderate. That would make sense to me.
Huh.
They're doing that major refurb. They went through and they refurbed the rooms, building by building, and they're refurbing Old Port Royale. Because right now I think they're serving food out of food trucks.
Yes,
and
that's
out
right.
of tents.
Oh my!
And then they have the build on portion they're doing for DVC.
Are they giving you a discount for staying there while they're doing all this?
Absolutely not.
They are not, but I do know. I don't know if it's just their resort, but multiple resorts. If you choose to skip housekeeping service, I do know they're crediting your room a certain amount each night.
Oh, wow.
But that was before they changed their policies about checking rooms each day for weapons. So,
wow.
Hello, Samantha from Australia.
Hello.
She's got her coffee, and the Disney Chronicle says, "Hey, Heathers! Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. We're in love with you." But hello. Mr. Walt Disney World fan says Disney needs to up their game on water parks. Volcano Bay is killing it.
Very true.
Absolutely.
you know, they're sure upping their prices, but they're not upping their game.
Ooh, I think they tried though at Typhoon Lagoon with Miss Adventure Falls.
Mm-hmm.
The new family.
That's a sure idea. Just sorry to interrupt you, but that's a good sure idea. Upping the prices, but not upping the game, and have the mouse ears on or something.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I think they tried, and I think it's that I liked how they had that the animatronic bird, the parrot.
Oh, and the new
Miss Adventure Falls.
Miss Adventure Falls. That's but I have seen lots of videos where it isn't operating.
Right.
But I think it's a cool concept.
That's why I said they're trying.
They're trying. That's something That's something I wish Volcano Bay did do, and I was expecting with this big the water coaster attraction that they did. I thought they were going to incorporate animatronics and really kind of, because they have those caves, those caverns, take advantage of it. Do that. Really set it apart. And I'm surprised. But you never know. They have room to do that. I'm sure they could in the future.
Jacob says, I'm planning on flying down to Florida here in a few weeks to visit friends from high school. Any events coming up? Plan on staying down for at least 2 weeks once I fly down.
There's Mardi Gras going on at Universal Orlando.
Mardi Gras is going on. That's always so much
Lots
fun.
of fun. Even on non-concert nights. If you don't want to be around thick crowds, go on a weeknight. It's so amazing now that they do it every night instead of just doing it on the weekends, because you get to see all the beads, all the parades, all the performers, and have a lot of fun, a lot of great food, even on weekdays, without dealing with all those crowds that come to the concerts.
Samantha says, hope you guys liked my Haunted Mansion Disney bound, and she's booking her trip this weekend to Disney World.
Right.
Yes, we loved it. Thanks for tagging us
Yes.
and showing us your photo.
Thank you.
Jacob's flying down April 1st, he hopes. Undertaker Punk says, Disney could kill it in water park. Disney could kill it in the water park game. Both of their parks are stuck in their time openings. You know what? That's really... I like that. Yeah, you're right. They are stuck back in the 90s.
Yeah, it's true.
They need
to do something. It's more Blizzard Beach. I think Typhoon Lagoon. I've been to Typhoon Lagoon within the past 4 years, and I enjoyed it still. I loved the level of theming and a variety of attractions.
I loved Shark Reef.
Yeah. Well, that was...
I mean, that obviously is no longer there, but I loved that. I loved it.
Parker says, speaking of water parks, would going to a water park in October be a viable option? Would it be warm enough? Is the water heated? Yes, it is. It is heated.
The water is heated.
It's heated.
It's not too chilly. It's not too chilly that time of year.
No, but expect rain. Yeah. It does rain a lot in October.
That doesn't shut things down, though. It's lightning that shuts
Just
things
be prepared for it.
Yeah.
Be prepared for it. It normally... Because that's why I feel so bad for people that come to experience Mickey's Not So Scary. Not more than half of them, but a lot of the parties get canceled or parades get canceled because it's always raining. Always raining. So just check the weather.
But or if you can plan an extra day into the vacation, if you do get a return ticket to come back, if it's going to rain or have inclement weather for the majority of the party or for the majority of the day at the water park, they'll give you a ticket if you stop by guest services on the way out.
There you go.
Yes. I had no idea.
But you have no idea.
We can segue from outdated water parks.
Oh, yes.
And the 70s, 80s, and 90s to a galaxy
far away.
That's not the theme song.
Okay, so recently announced, Jon Favreau is going to executive produce and write a Star Wars series for the new Disney streaming service, which I believe is to be named.
Right.
Yes.
They haven't named it yet.
And Jon Favreau is best known for Jungle Book, won an Oscar. Also with that, he's, I think, directing Lion King coming out in 2019.
Yes, come on, Beyonce.
He also directed or executive produced Iron Man 1 and 2 for Marvel, for Disney as well. So the Untitled Star Wars, this is going to be a live action series, does not yet have a title, does not yet have a release date, but, you know, it's another step in the right direction for Disney to expand upon the franchise they have.
And get business to this new media outlet that they're using. They are going to get so much business, I think, now with this. People are going to subscribe just to see the Star Wars stuff,
yes.
and they're going to stay for everything else.
Yep.
And it's a genius marketing idea. That's what Disney does. They're good at marketing. I will give them that.
I didn't know he also in the animated series Star Wars: The Clone Wars. He has a recurring role in there, and then he's also going to make an appearance. It looks like in the upcoming Solo Star Wars story.
Interesting.
For the backstory of Han Solo.
Solo, we can't hear you.
I've never. So, oh my gosh, that's so good. I have a shirt idea for you. Look at you.
Hello.
So I don't like him as an actor that much, but his directing is great. The movies that I've seen that he's directed, I have liked a lot. So I'm not a huge Lion King fan, but I will go see this because he is directing.
I just know him as like the butler go-to guy for Tony Stark. And then the latest, you know, we saw Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was the one that would have the suitcase with them, and he'd be the one talking to, I almost said Tobey Maguire, to Tom Holland. He'd be the one talking to Tom Holland about, go and do that, don't do that. That's who I remember him.
Oh my God.
Or in Iron Man 2, when he drove onto that racetrack, if anybody saw, to go help Iron Man.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, you had to have seen Iron Man 2 to know what I was talking about.
Don says, we're coming to Florida tomorrow. I hope it warms up. It will.
It will.
It will.
Don't worry.
Give it a day, and we'll be back in the high 80s,
exactly.
90s.
But don't you rather be bundled up a little bit instead of having to be sweaty and gross? Oh, no. Today was perfect. I tried to go outside every chance I could at work. I tried to go outside every chance.
Undertaker Punk says, #Disflix.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you. Norma, you're listening to us while you clean your room. Okay.
Right. Jacob wants to know if this is soccer ball on my shirt. It is not. It's the Sun. It's a Florida shirt from Hurley. Yeah. Got our local outlet. Go to the outlets while you're in town. Get some good deals there. Do your shopping.
God.
It's crazy crowded, but...
Oh my gosh. Rand says, for me, he's best known as Monica's boyfriend, Pete.
Oh, yes. That's right. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Manny, like the Friends reference, Rand. Yeah.
You got it.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Jacob, wow, my computer kicked me out. Oh no.
Oh no, kick it out.
You better kick that computer out.
After the show.
After the show.
Next topic.
Let's go ahead. What's the next hot topic?
Voodoo Doughnuts at City Walk at Universal Orlando Resort. So this was shared just this morning across multiple media platforms. They've released an official preview of some of the donuts that are coming to the location.
That looks so good.
You know, it's very unique. They're known for having unique flavors as well as vegan offerings as well. I mean, the picture kind of speaks for itself.
It looks delicious.
They're slated to debut with more than 50 different styles of donuts.
Wow.
Now, if you get a chance and you are an adult over 18 years old, type in Voodoo Doughnuts and click on the images and look at some of the risque donuts that they have.
That will not be going to Universal Orlando Resort.
Oh my gosh, but I was in stitches.
Really
It's hilarious.
I only saw
hilarious. Check it out.
Oh my gosh. Now, are there any donuts that are going to be themed to Universal Orlando, like named after the
well, not the ones that came out.
Okay.
But I did read somewhere, someone said on Twitter that Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood had their own donut during that time. So I'm pretty sure that we'll have our own donut as well for Halloween Horror Nights.
We have Mardi Gras. Hollywood does not have Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah, next year we'll definitely.
We'll probably have some really cool Mardi Gras themed donuts.
Absolutely, yep.
And it's going to be great. And it's going to be open late, right? I think we talked about that before. So that's going to be good because if you are out drinking and having fun and enjoying City Walk in the evening, now it's another place that will stay open late. Some of the restaurants do close a bit early, but that's going to be nice to grab a bite to eat. Especially if you're staying on site too.
The Disney Chronicles said, by the way, I got those fast passes I asked about last week. Thanks for the advice.
All right.
Okay, hello.
Jonathan planning vacation.
Oh my God.
Call them today.
Mrs. Walt Disney World fan says, Gavin dissing Lion King again. I know. Can you believe that?
Hey, no, it was okay. I said I don't really care for the franchise, the animated series, but I do enjoy. Well, I think I'll enjoy the live action, just because of the director. And I like the stage show.
You haven't even seen the stage show yet.
No, I'm talking about Disney World.
Oh my gosh, darling. Festival of
Lion King.
Festival of Lion King.
Oh, I like that one too.
Oh my gosh.
The abridged version.
Yes.
Okay. Undertaker Punk says bacon maple bar. That sounds delicious.
Oh, no. I'm excited just for the Voodoo Donut. It's supposed to be raspberry jelly filled with the little pretzel that you stab it with. You poke it with.
You know, the only time I like a donut filled, it's with raspberry jelly or with lemon.
See, I don't like anything filled like that. Ooh, no.
But I'm not I wouldn't choose to have that kind of donut. That's if I had to have a filled donut.
Okay.
But that's not my first choice.
No opening date has been announced. It's coming this spring. Maybe we'll see that in Fast and the Furious sometime in the near and dear future.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of the comments. Woo! Hello, Michael. I was in the house. Hey.
Miss Walt Disney World fan says they should make risky donuts after 2 a.m. when the bars close.
That would be amazing.
Risque donuts.
That would be hilarious.
After midnight. You know it's not going to happen. You know it's not going to happen.
I don't know. If Disney couldn't have the animal poop candy, the Animal Kingdom, I don't know about some of those donuts.
Oh, yeah. We never
Remember that like 3 or 4 years ago?
Was it really that long ago?
Let's talk about that.
It was right when that new expansion opened in Africa with the new restaurant. I don't think I've been to that part. Where Festival of the Lion King was.
Yeah, I know where it was at, but was it really 3
Maybe
years
it was 2
ago?
or 3 years ago.
So it was like chocolate or...
Yeah, it was like chocolate that resembled...
It just looked like, okay.
Did any of you try that before?
Did any of you try
that candy that looked like...
The animal waste candy? So did people complain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Like there's nothing better to do at Disney World than complain
Just
about
don't buy
candy.
it. Just don't buy it. I mean, come on.
I find this interesting. Manny says, Michael, I was in Mason City, Iowa 2 years ago and visited the Music Man Museum. They have a Music Man Museum.
How big is that? What?
That is amazing. That just blew my mind.
John's giving the look of, we're going to Iowa. That's our next vacation.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness. Samantha, is there a good ice cream place I can go to in Orlando? Ooh.
In Orlando, ice cream place.
Why am I blanking out?
Isn't there a place in Celebration, or is that just the cookie dough restaurant?
No, there is a place that serves ice cream. I'm just trying to think of one that's very unique, and I'm not...
Oh, wait. Yes. Oh, my gosh. It's in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
The Wizard something. Wizard... If y'all know what I'm talking about...
Have you been there, though?
Yeah. Like, all their ice cream, they make it, and then they put it in that, like, that freeze thing, whatever. It's, like, below freezing.
Oh,
nitrogen or something like that. It's really cool. Remember we went with Andrew and all them?
Yes, I do.
It's like the Wizard something.
It's in so it is downtown Kissimmee.
There we go.
It is not really a touristy area. It's more a local spot, but it is not too far from the parks and hotels in the area. So yes, just look up Wizard Ice Cream Kissimmee.
Downtown Kissimmee, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it's good. It's all outdoor seating, but it is really a cool setup and lots of choices, and they do some really cool stuff how they make it. It's interesting.
Jacob, my family owns a bakery, so don't even start not liking donuts. Oh my god. Oh, can you imagine? Could you imagine if your family owned a bakery? I would be twice the size I am right now. I would be going there every day.
I think you'd get sick of it.
Because you have the day olds, too.
I think you'd get
You can try to resell the day olds, right? But, if not...
Oh my gosh. Woo!
I used to work at a grocery store, and after, I think, a few months of working there, I stopped getting the chocolate chip cookies that they give us for free every day. I stopped because you get tired of them. Eating the same thing.
Parker, at the boardwalk. The
Abracadabra?
No, so it's not Abracadabra. It's not there,
Okay.
but it's the one next to it. They have the seashell ice cream.
Yes.
I didn't like that one.
Well, we got there. We only been there once.
What is the name of it?
We each only tried one thing.
I remember.
And we weren't a big fan of it. Yeah, we did that once. So
yeah, it wasn't. It was like she sells.
She sells
seashores on the seashore.
She sells
seashells
on the seashore. Yes.
I think that was the name of the ice cream, but not the name of the...
Yeah, that was the name of the ice cream. So,
Beaches and Cream? That's good. Yeah, that's good. I like Beaches and Cream, Rand.
Yes.
There we go. She's going to bring it up.
If you want to have convenience, then yes, the Boardwalk and...
Ample Hills Creamery.
There we go.
Ample Hills Creamery.
It's convenient. It's a little bit more unique. There's a Cold Stone in City Walk Universal, and that's pretty much it. But Cold Stone's not that unique. It's good, but
I love going.
I was just saying, when I was little, I got so excited to put gummy bears in the ice cream.
Oh, yes.
But you learn that mistake very, quickly, that the gummy bears get hard.
But that's the best part. Yes, you can. That's the best part.
So you eat them with the ice cream.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
Don't do it anymore. They're so bad for your enamel, though, guys.
Oh my gosh, but it's so
they're made with gelatin too.
And they're made with gelatin, yeah. So
he's vegetarian.
Do you know where Jello comes from?
But here we go. Let's continue, shall we?
Yes. So speaking of eateries and things to celebrate and eat, the 2018 Mighty St. Patrick's Day Festival at Disney Springs for Raglan Road. So from March 16th to 18th, St. Patrick's Day is going to be on the 17th. The Raglan Road Irish Pub and Restaurant, they're going to paint the town green with their annual Mighty St. Patrick's Day Festival. So this is going to feature inventive cuisine, live music and performances by award-winning Irish dancers. This is going to take place daily from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. Then 10 to 1 on Saturday, and then Sunday as well. As you can see, do we have the schedule as well?
Oh, yes,
on the screen?
Let me bring that back up. Put that back up.
You kind of get a breakdown of the artists. And I have eaten at this restaurant. I can't say much about the meat dishes, but the non-meat dishes I have are delicious. They have great beer. They also have a to-go section as well. Indoor entertainment, outdoor entertainment. There's also going to be Celtic face painting. There is going to be a cover charge on March 17th, being St. Patrick's Day, of $10.
Not bad.
Other than that, I mean, there aren't any celebrations planned in the parks, but there's just going to be kind of, the green merch pushed to the front of the stores. And then I think at the confectionery and other places, you're going to see some St. Patrick's Day themed items.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Oh, and I believe Rosen Crown Pub, you can get your green beer. But I did read somewhere that make sure that you're prepared to wait in line, because apparently Rosen Crown Pub gets very crowded on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
of course. But no, I like Raglan Road. It's a really cool atmosphere. We haven't eaten there, but it's going in there.
But we've had drinks from there.
Yeah, we've had drinks from there. I walked through the store. It's just a really fun atmosphere, and I do like how there's entertainment for outdoor seating. And if it's a cold evening, they always have the fire flame things going, so keep you warm. And then they also have entertainment inside, so it's neat. It's neat. I think it's very authentic.
It's one of the few places at downtown Disney you can go still and enjoy.
You said that on purpose.
I did say that on purpose because it's downtown Disney. That area has not been changed.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It hasn't. It hasn't.
Right.
The Raglan Road, that area has not.
All right, everyone, tear them up.
Has not been changed.
Well, yes. Across the way is Morimoto Asia. What did I say?
Morimoto?
What did I say?
You said Morimoto?
The point I was just trying to say,
Hello, Moto.
that area and the landing has seen a lot, and it's been there for a long time. So that is some downtown Disney history right there. But okay, so what Parker said earlier, not Abracadabra Bar, but there is a creamery, Abracadabra Ice Cream Factory. That may be in Kissimmee.
That's what it is. Abracadabra Ice Cream Factory.
Where?
In Kissimmee. That's what it's called.
Is that really what's called?
That's what it's called. I knew it was like a wizard, because a wizard is painted on the building.
Okay.
You guys should do a Kissimmee tour episode.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
There's lots of cattle out there.
Oh, I don't know.
It's cattle country.
Cattle country? No, it's
cattle
not.
country. It's known for its cattle.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they do the annual cattle run, where they have all the cattle run down the main street. And Adam Wu went there and covered it on his daily vlog once.
Oh, you're right. I remember that now. Manny says, "Are you guys going to Raglan Road?" I don't know where we're gonna go.
Who knows? I don't know if we're going to be going for St. Patty's Day though.
Epcot is my favorite though, because I love Rosen Crown Pub. That's always been my favorite. But I don't know.
Who said something about the gluten-free? Manny said they're very gluten-free friendly at Raglan Road.
Oh,
that's good.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, yes! The Disney Chronicles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Miss Morimoto Asia.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. And Manny also said, I remember Raglan Road used to be a jazz club. I would grab a drink there before I headed over to Mannequins. Mannequins, man.
Mannequins.
I've never even experienced it, but I know it's something that everyone wants to
with the rotating stage or dance floor.
Yeah. And they have a nod to that at Morimoto Asia. Did you know that? Oh, no. So at the tables they have a Lazy Susan, which is of course a spinning circle. So that's supposed to be a nod to Mannequins at Morimoto.
Bye, Samantha. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Samantha. Have a great day, hon.
Have a great day. All right, let's continue. Let's do this.
All right, we are traveling to the Pacific Coast.
Yes.
3 hours behind.
Travel.
We're going to talk about the newest, latest, and greatest fireworks show at Disneyland.
What's it called?
Together Forever. It's a new Pixar-themed fireworks debuting at Disneyland Park on April 13th.
Oh, that's coming up.
What's it look like?
Here's what we know so far.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
So in addition to dazzling pyrotechnics and memorable music, the theme of friendship, ever present in most Pixar films, is celebrated in this nighttime spectacular. Guests are invited to embark on an emotional journey that starts when unlikely Pixar characters first meet, as they set out on adventures and overcome obstacles together.
Yes.
Together Forever celebrates the everlasting friendships forged by beloved Pixar pals.
Yes.
The story comes to life through projections on iconic park locations. We're all very familiar with the projection game Disney has.
Projections everywhere.
Projections on Sleeping Beauty Castle, the water screens on Rivers of America, and the facade of It's a Small World, as well as the buildings on Main Street, USA.
Come on, immersive.
Here's where it gets real fun.
Okay.
This nighttime spectacular will even feature a special flyover by none other than the one, the only, Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So let's go back. You said something about there's projections on Rivers of America for this show. So this is going to take over the entire, multiple sections of the park, not just Main Street USA.
Right. They're going to use the water screens.
So you can be
and
watching
projections.
this.
Yeah, because remember we went there for the 60th?
Right, but they weren't doing anything on Rivers of America. We watched it.
They did. They
we
did
didn't see. We watched it on Main Street.
Or just like they always do the projections on Small World too.
Yeah.
For space reasons, people can always watch the castle show there.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we haven't seen, next time we're there,
because they're small.
Oh, no.
World
Then
is-
we have to stay on Main Street.
We have to stay on Main Street.
We have to stay on Main Street.
Their Small World is what I call no joke. The facade is
No joke.
Is
No joke.
a skyscraper.
It's a Small World is. I mean, it's the OG, but it's so good compared to.
But like me, I love a good conversation. I love tea. So of course I heard through the ringer. Okay, someone because they've already ran through the show, the new fireworks show, and they saw everything. They said the music was amazing. They said don't expect a hard storyline. It's just really Pixar short, right after the other, which we kind of figured.
Okay.
And this is the catch. And I have a screenshot, okay, because in the most recent video that Disneyland put out for their Pixar celebration that they're doing, you could see the house that from Up. You can see it up in the upper right-hand corner. So there's been talks that the house actually flies over the castle, just like Buzz does. So it's not just Buzz Lightyear flying over the castle. It is also Mr. Fredrickson's house from Up.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
in the past, they've used this. Tinkerbell flew over, and Dumbo has flown over.
Right.
So this is going to be
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear in the house. Very
Yeah, if you could see, you could just see it. Because and
So that's
it's
not
a video.
projection.
No,
Is
because
this concept art?
no, this is a video. I just took a screenshot from a video. So if you watch the commercial, you'll see the house flying from left to right. It's pretty interesting.
Could that be a drone?
Well, maybe depending on how they do it, because normally they have it's still a string. Because for their 60th, they had Dumbo flying, and that was adorable. His ears flapped and everything.
I didn't see that.
Oh, it was so cute. And then of course they had Tinkerbell fly, but then now they have Buzz Lightyear. But then now the rumor is they also are going to bring in Mr. Fredrickson's house from Up.
All right. So
What are your thoughts?
I hate to be the Debbie Downer,
Oh, here he goes.
but they have a lot of Pixar going on over there on the West Coast. Why? Why so much Pixar?
Well, it's an event. It's an event.
Well, and Pixar is in Burbank, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's based over there. But Undertaker Punk says Callie just loves Pixar. I wonder what the Walt Keepers think of this, because it is very different. I mean, no, it's great stories and lovable characters, but just interesting that they have. I don't know. I thought that once Disney took over Pixar, that they would integrate the Pixar characters and stop kind of bringing them as Pixar and integrate them with just being Disney. Disney's Disney. Everyone's kind of equal. I know Star Wars, we're never going to see that because Star Wars is just its own it is its own thing.
I mean, but you have that at studios.
Yeah.
You have that. I need to know who I need to talk to to see a Marvel projection and fireworks spectacular in the U.S.
Watch out now.
That's what I need to know.
They could do it there.
He's willing to pay. He's got the green.
They can do it there. But no, I feel like right now, I mean, they normally do something, an event, you know, Star Wars Summer, Marvel Summer, and all that stuff. So this is just, it's Pixar.
Well, they're getting the Marvel land, right?
Supposedly. Nothing's been announced.
Nothing's announced yet. Hey,
Nothing's
Russell,
announced yet.
how are you?
Undertaker Punk says, kind of look like a hologram screen.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, watch. Okay, so
Just watch the video.
I had the video, but for some reason this doesn't play videos. But check out the video. It's on Twitter. It's on I believe it's also on YouTube. It's the new Disneyland Pixar commercial for their Pixar Summer of Fun. I think that's what it's called. And you'll see it's the very last 40 seconds. You'll see it. They're showing the fireworks, and you see the house float across the screen like that. Yeah.
Up for me, it's kind of tainted in a little way because now whenever I see that house, so we've all seen the movie, right?
Right.
So the love story is great at the beginning, and then you see Carl Fredricksen alone in his house, the construction going on around him. I just think of that poor lady over at Westgate Resorts over on I-4.
Yes. Not everyone knows about this though. So now since you've said that, I knew you were going with that. So there is a local, the world's or nation's largest timeshare company, Westgate Resorts. Their original community or location or property is expanding and is in the process of expanding. And what they did is they bought these condos that were right next to their property that have been there since the late 70s, I believe. And this woman that is from Miami, she's like in her 90s. She bought it back in the day, and it's been their vacation spot for her family. Her grandchildren, her kids have grown up there. She did not sell, so they literally pulled it up on her and bulldozed everything around her condo and built this community or this resort around it. And it's been legal battle for 2 years, and she finally sold to Westgate, but for over millions of dollars. She got so much more.
She waited for that coin.
She waited for that money.
She got that money, honey.
But what's so sad is she wasn't staying there when the construction started. They actually damaged a big portion of it.
It was condemned due to their negligence.
So she was getting fined by the county for having, because it's her property, having an unlivable house. And then, of course, they're getting fined. And so there's just lots of pointing fingers and a big, legal mess. But she did sell, and they finally tore it down.
It's just a couple months ago. Yeah.
Yep, it's gone.
They had opened the timeshare resort with her old condo in front of it still.
Can you imagine?
Just fenced off with green covering.
They fenced
in front of people's balconies.
Can you imagine checking the Bailey Tower, and there's this old house from the 70s just sitting down there with a tarp of fake leaves around it?
Yeah. It wasn't even tied down.
It wasn't even tied down. It would blow. It survived the hurricane, surprisingly, for the most part. But yeah, those Up stories are true, and that I think the creators, obviously Up was based on that was a true event. It has happened, and there's articles out there, so you can look it up. It's not just fiction. It's crazy.
It's crazy. But before we continue, I want to bring up a wonderful mention of inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com, our fun and exciting theme park inspired apparel. As you can see, we have many different designs in our store. Just go to inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com to find that fun stuff out. I know. And we have a few new designs coming up this summer. So be on the lookout for that.
Just in time for your summer vacations to the parks, y'all.
Okay.
If you get something, make sure you tweet at us. Take pictures.
Yes,
share
all
it.
the pictures.
All the pictures.
All the pictures.
Social media.
Our next topic, I'm actually going to have Gavin read this for us.
I was
going to mix it up a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Universal Parks has announced a new feature available for Amazon's Alexa, the intelligent personal assistant, that will help answer guest questions for both Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood. The universal skill for Amazon Alexa can provide information like wait times, show times, park hours, points of interest such as restrooms, restaurants, and guest services. Wow.
Can you believe that?
To enable the skill, just simply say, Alexa, open Universal.
Open Universal.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Really, Jonathan? I can't.
Product placement.
Oh, jeez.
We're not being sponsored by Universal in any way.
You're a mess. But no, I think if we had Alexa, I would use it.
So, is Alexa on your phone? It's just a home.
It's just a home device. So if you're home and you're like, I want to go to Universal today, Alexa.
What's the show time?
So yeah,
it's the Amazon Echo and Amazon Echo Dot are the hardware, and Alexa is the AI, like the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, like Siri, or not like artificial assistants, like the personal assistants.
Oh,
yeah. AI is a little like Skynet. We won't go there. No, so the personal assistants. So you have Siri, you have Bixby on your phone.
Bixby.
Is it Bixby or Bixby?
It's Bixby with a B.
Bixby.
Hey, Bixby.
Oh, and there's Bixby.
Oh, Bixby's calling.
Bixby's calling, honey. Oh boy.
We'll be back in just a moment.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh my gosh. And playback, this was probably going to just go right.
Oh my gosh.
We'll just hear your call.
And we're back.
That was so funny.
Oh boy, y'all. Oh boy.
So Manny says, I love the Dole Whip shirt. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cover your body in fashionable and affordable theme park moods.
Absolutely, darling.
That's really cute. That's Undertaker punk. As Walt Disney World fan says, shameless plug.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And Disney Chronicles, yes, plug.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't.
So, Undertaker Punk says, we got the cup bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, the bits. Okay.
I'm going to have a new cup each time.
Oh.
This is
oh, gosh.
Yeah. Disney Chronicles says, I'm so scared to use my Alexa because of the laughing thing.
Yes.
Also,
have you heard about that?
Also, you keep waking mine up. Wait. Oh, we're waking up because we're saying the A word.
But have you guys been catching up on that? How she's like laughing?
No.
Yes.
I heard the video you played earlier.
Yeah, I read about it today. I heard about it before, but I read about it today.
Probably should include that.
And but it is creepy. It's not like a robotic laugh. It sounds like a woman laugh. It is so creepy.
Why is she laughing? You tell her a joke or just
no? Like it just happens. Like you're over there making dinner, and all of a sudden you hear a laugh. I don't play that. That's why I can't do it. I can't do Alexa. I'm so sorry.
I just think about the SNL skit with the seniors, and they forget what to call Alexa, so they call her all those other names. Remember that SNL skit a couple months ago?
Which one? No, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, it had Kate
we have to stop saying these words because we're all these people's their echo and.
Oh no!
Like Alexa, what's going on?
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone.
She's like, who's talking about me?
So we won't say their names anymore.
We'll just call them Skynet for
Skynet.
Do you have a Skynet in your own? Get one today.
Get one today.
Jacob says that's a little disturbing.
Alexa, set a reminder. Buy shirts from inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com. Y'all are welcome.
You're a mess.
No, set a reminder. Set a reminder for Theme Park Talk Live.
Oh, stop saying her name.
I didn't say her name.
Okay.
I didn't say her name.
Oh my gosh, they're not gonna watch anymore because we're gonna say her name.
We have two more topics.
Oh my gosh, we got 10 minutes left.
Okay, so
we got this.
The next one is a rumor that's actually been in the works for a little over a year, and it's kind of hit some of the boards recently, Reddit, and then a couple other websites about a possible new attraction coming to the UK Pavilion, United Kingdom at Epcot.
Woo.
So a very preliminary rumor has surfaced about an attraction being added to the United Kingdom Pavilion at Epcot. The scope of the attraction ranges from either a flat ride, carousel, or to a modest dark ride, like a Fantasyland-style dark ride. The most likely theme is Mary Poppins or Mary Poppins Returns. The understanding is that the attraction would open in 2020 behind the UK Pavilion. Now, with this, I did read up on this a little bit more from aside the info that we have. Originally, it was rumored back in 2016, 2017 as a Loch Ness attraction, and then a Brave attraction. And then then Mary Poppins, the name was thrown out there. There are some references to an Imagineer's Instagram post that, of course, has been deleted that you can't find now, but that's where these users are getting the info from. And if Reddit has taught me anything to be true after watching RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 3, this is a good rumor to go with.
Ooh, child.
See, at first I'm thinking when I hear the UK Pavilion and attraction, I think of Winnie the Pooh, but we already have plenty of that over in Magic Kingdom. But with the new live action, film coming out soon, that might really be very popular and do well. But Mary Poppins is a lot more realistic. I think people associate Mary Poppins more with UK than I don't think of the UK when I think of Winnie the Pooh, even though it technically is based in the UK.
I just want to credit a couple of these websites, WDW Theme Parks, as well as WDW Magic, and then Reddit for the information.
All right.
Awesome.
Get that.
Get those credits.
Get those credits, honey. The Disney Chronicle says every time you ask Skynet what her favorite Universal ride is, or Disney ride, she says Splash Mountain and Jurassic Park. Girl, you trying to die?
You can ask her if she is Skynet, and she'll give you an answer.
That's too much. I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
I mean, the best place to bury a body, what to make for dinner.
No.
There's a whole list.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
She jokingly answers back, and then on the backside she's calling the authorities.
I once asked Siri who the fairest of them all was, and Siri said it was me. That I was tis fair. There was no one fairer than me. So,
girl, more like
right.
fair skin.
Ooh.
Okay. What's our next and final topic?
Oh my gosh, no, I can't. Ooh, come on, Google.
So speaking of technology taking over the world, we're going to talk about Google Street View.
Yes.
As of March 6th, Disney parks finally arrived to Google Street View, which is through Google Maps, and then I believe through an independent app for Google Street View as well. You can now explore all 11 Disney theme parks within Google's mapping service.
Very interesting.
Or as Google bills it, there's now officially a cheaper way to go to Disney World. You can do
They say that?
You can take a virtual trip there courtesy of Google Maps and Street View. So now this is not live. This is not a live camera feed, because I do know that Magic Kingdom at one time did have that. But this is basically like if you've ever seen Google Earth or Google Streets of where you live, they did that in the Magic Kingdom with a 360 camera.
Oh.
So I love this. This is great. The 8-year-old me would be obsessed and be on here every day. I was obsessed with Google Earth back in the day when that was the thing, before Google Maps.
I loved Google Earth.
Google Earth, and you had to download that onto your computer and slow your computer down. But it was worth it because you got to really experience, being somewhere virtually. But I wonder how often they're going to update it, because these parks are ever changing. They're growing, especially right now, studios. When are they going to? How often are they going to have Google go in there? And I saw by the screenshot that there are guests in the parks. They're doing this while guests are there. I would think they'd probably want to do it before the park opening, while it's daylight in the mornings. That way you have, just because you never know what guests are going to do.
Well, I know when they do the Google Street View, just like for apartments or homes, they have those special cameras on top of moving vehicles.
Exactly.
That just cross the country.
I'm sure they should probably put it on a cart and we're doing it, but why not do it with no guest park? That way you kind of feel like you have it to yourself, and
because
no obstructions.
Disney's not going to do that. It's not going to allow.
They're the ones taking the pictures. They do.
In some of the views, I know it's only from the hub. For the one that I saw from Magic
so you're
Kingdom.
going to literally get this view. This is the view you're going to get, y'all.
And you can go 360. You can
they blurred their faces.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have to blur their faces.
You can go 360
because they don't sign a release, and you have to have a release to have your image on the internet.
But within that, I don't know. We didn't get a chance to play with it too much because we just learned about this today. I know that also people can link, photos, possibly videos of their own trips there, upload it to Google, just how you tag yourself on Instagram or Twitter at Walt Disney World. And so then when you make it over to Tomorrowland, or if you're in the hub, it'll be like, click right to go to Tomorrowland. You can then see other people's pictures from Tomorrowland.
Yeah. My phone already, because I do have an Android, so it's tied to a lot of Google applications. And whenever I go to a business or something, photos will pop up on my phone that other people that have been there before that took pictures will pop up and say, look at photos that so-and-so and so-and-so has taken. And it says, do you want to add photos when I take a picture? And it knows I was at a specific spot, like the Imagination Pavilion. It will say, do you want to add this to the Imagination Pavilion on Google? That way people that Google that attraction or Epcot will see my photo.
Huh.
So I don't think I've ever showed you that because I always just ignore it because I really don't have any interest. But my phone will alert me and show me pictures when I go to certain businesses on popular locations that other people have been there. So
the more you know.
And Miss WW fan, you're right. Brave is based in Scotland.
Yep.
But before that whole Brexit fiasco, Ireland and Scotland and the UK were all under the same parliament, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't learn about that in public school. But I also know you can get Ireland and you can get Scotland merchandise, I believe.
Yes.
In the UK.
They do. Yep.
Yes.
Undertaker Punk says Mary Poppins is the best bet for that area in Epcot. It's such an iconic brand. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Parker says, I would love to see Mary Poppins, but I would also like to see Brave. I would like Mary Poppins scene or section, a garden with a carousel perhaps. Yes, like Jolly Holiday. That'd be so amazing. But an attraction based on Brave. Manny, guys, I'm so jealous of your hair. What product do you use that makes it so stylish? I don't even know what kind of product we use.
Gosh.
What is it called? It's from Target.
Well, yeah, they sell everywhere.
I don't know what it's called.
I use a paste that's L'Oreal, and then we use what's our hairspray?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I don't
remember.
I think the cut helps too,
and it's also the way that we get it styled. So I'm surprised you can see it so well. I mean, it's just dark.
This old thing.
Shout out to the Cut and Color Room.
The Cut and Color
in
Room
Orlando, Florida.
Dr. Phillips.
Hey,
yes,
come on,
It's
Jeremy.
where the Disney ambassadors get their haircuts. So it's good enough for us.
Okay, hello. Google. Jacob says Google Earth was the bomb.
It was.
It was so much fun. Undertaker Punk says they have a backpack cam set up.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Kind of inconspicuous. That way you don't have... Because I think if you were having some sort of vehicle or a cart, that draws attention. People are silly and would be doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And then, on Google, when they drive past, like on Street View, when they drive past crime scenes or things like that, they have to like cut out that section so it doesn't give you the actual... You don't at times get to see the full street if you want to just go down the street because of that sensitive stuff. So they would probably have to do that too, which would ruin the whole point of being able to virtually see Disney World.
Thanks for the clarification, Parker. So I was mostly right when it came to countries. But as far as the Mary Poppins ride, I'll just be happy for another attraction. Yeah. And I'm not expecting anything as far as Disney and budgets. They're probably just going to take some scenes from the Great Movie ride and just repurpose them. Or take the Mary Poppins animatronic and just shove it in the back somewhere.
What do you think? There are so many animatronics from Great Movie Ride. I'm sure they're probably going to repurpose them for this new Mickey's attraction. I forget what it's called.
But is there going to be animatronics in that?
Oh, I'm sure.
I thought it was just like projections.
Projections.
So if it's just projections, then those audio animatronics are going to be probably repurposed for maybe Star Wars Land.
I hope
or
they get
maybe for the
used.
They're going to be used.
Oh my god!
They cost money.
It's just unbelievable. I can't. It hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
Disney's all about reduce, reuse, recycle.
Okay, hello.
They're out there somewhere with those bust statuettes from in between the ABC commissary and.
Yes. Where did those go?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Rand says, talking about Google, the new Google, Rand says the water parks don't have any guests in the shots, but Magic Kingdom is really crowded.
That's cool. See, they did what I want for water parks.
They did it for whatever.
Maybe it's best because you see people walk around in there with either no shirts or wearing bathing suit they shouldn't be wearing. Oh. So you don't want to see that.
Oh,
you want to see that. It's true. It's true. Look at this. This hour has flown by. It's already 7:30.
Can you believe it?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can you believe? Oh my gosh, y'all.
So you know what that means.
Yeah, y'all know what that means.
Get out your phones and make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yes, darling.
Gavin and Patrick. We're all over social media. That is a great way to go ahead and know what's going on. In front of the camera, behind the camera, and in between our filming days. We have a lot of fun. We go out and do things that sometimes we don't actually film for our vlogs and for e-ticket takeover. So if you want to see what we're up to, social media, definitely follow us.
Yeah. Tomorrow we have our vlog coming out.
Yes.
And then on Saturday we have e-ticket takeover. And we are at the Flower and Garden, the 25th Annual International Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot Center.
You said so fast. You go, e-ticket takeover.
E-ticket takeover. E-ticket takeover. E-ticket takeover.
You said tic-tac.
Tic-tac. But yeah, so catch that, Flower and Garden Festival. We go there, eat, drink, and have fun. Show you some merchandise. So that will be coming out on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Monday Fun Day, we'll just be hanging out, having a drink.
And we start all over again.
Yes. The whole cycle.
The whole cycle. The circle of life, darling.
Goodness.
The circle of life.
But make sure you guys do give this video a thumbs up. It really does help us. And then, of course, subscribe to us here on on YouTube.
On Facebook.
On YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Spread the joy.
Spread the joy. Spread the love. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, thank you so much for enjoying this another edition of Theme Park Talk.
Thanks for joining
live.
us, Jonathan.
Thanks for joining us,
My
Jonathan.
pleasure.
You're always a hoot.
Let's be honest. I think we should keep him.
You'll be seeing much more of me.
Okay,
all right.
I'm just one door away.
Queen. Oh my gosh. So until next week of Theme Park Talk Live, we'll see you tomorrow with another vlog.
See you guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye everyone.